It's time for another Dice Tower review with the Chief, Bart Brunsheen.
Hi, this is the Chief from the Dice Tower, also known as Bart Brunsheen. What's your name?
Bo.
Look at the camera. This is Bo Brunsheen. He's my son, 4.5, and today we're going to be reviewing a game crafter game called Dicey Curves. The designer...
A race car game.
That's right, a race car game. The designer is Matt Worden, and I am very pleased with this game. First of all, the dicecrafter.com, go check out their website. It's a site that allows designers to make their games and have them displayed on their website, and they have all the bits and the pieces so that the designer didn't have to come up with them themselves. So it's a very handy place to go to if you're wanting to design your own games. So go check it out. Here's what showed up to me. I got this neat
bag.
A felt bag. What color is it?
Green.
Yep, a green felt bag, and inside that was all these green chips, which I'll explain in a second.
1, 2 chips.
Yep, a deck of cards that have racetracks on them and curves and straightaways.
And these cars.
That's right, these race cars, which Bo likes. You like the race cars?
Yeah.
All right, they come in a bunch of different colors.
Ooh.
You got 8 of them.
Yeah,
and then you got
my favorite color, see?
You do love them. Then you got 5 white dice and 5 green dice. And I'll explain how these work in closer review, but basically you're rolling dice to move your race car. And there's a real neat mechanic that whenever you roll a 6, you get to draft over, like if this was a 6, I get to draft over a green car, or green die, and re-roll it. And then if I get a 6 again, ooh, that's your favorite color, blue. Then you get to re-roll them again. So I know I always say I'll explain it later, and then I explain a little bit. It's just what I do. Sorry. Well, Bo, real quick, do you like rolling dice?
No.
No?
I like playing with these.
Okay, you like playing with the cars, and believe it or not, he does. He loves to roll dice. Sometimes he just wants to do dice roll-offs. And once again, another little hidden way to work on math and different skills. Hold on, buddy. He'll roll off, and I mean, he can count the pips. I can give him numbered dice, and I'm telling you, he'll just add them together. He'll do all kinds of stuff, and he doesn't even know he's learning. So, all right, it's Dicey Curves. Let's take a closer look. First of all, I've just kind of got this laid out. The finished card wouldn't be out yet. You put it in the deck, and depending on how long you want the game to last, I think it's supposed to be somewhere in like the bottom third of the deck. But depending on how long you want the race to last, you can move it up or down in the deck, however you want. But I've gone ahead and just put it out, just so you can see what it looks like. What we have are some white dice. You've got, you start with 2 of these player chips right here that you'll be turning in for special actions. I put 2 cars on the track. These are the other cars. I've got them off for now, but just out here to look cool. Here's the pile and the green dice, which I'll explain. The deck of cards is here, and you're drawing these blindly, so you don't know what you're going to get as you go. But you can see right here, I'm going to just flip through some of these. You can see there's some gates here on the 2 different lanes, so you'd have a choice. A little bit harder gate to get through, but if you get through it, you don't have to worry about the doubles. Gentle curve. Wide open, so you got all 3 lanes, and it's just a straightaway. So some more of these. All right, you got gentle curves, wide open. Here you got dicey curves, so you can see it's got a little bit of a squiggly deal going on there, and you got to have the 5. You got to have the quint to get through. You also have the chance of 2 different decks. You can do the hidden deck or the hidden racetrack, where you're drawing cards out and the racetrack creates itself as you go. Or you can pre-set up a track so everybody can look at it and see what they got to do. And I like both styles, really. The preset track's nice. It looks good. It looks like a racetrack. But the hidden one, you know, it's as if you're just doing some kind of rally race, and it's developing as you go. When you get to the finish line, there's a final gate of 3. So you'd have to be able to get through that gate, and you just simply finish in the order. You can race with multiple cars. You can add in multiple cars even if you're doing a 2-player turn or a 2-player game. They tell you to wait on doing that until you've played it for a little bit of length of time. but I found that it's fun both ways. All right, let's cover how a game turn will go. When it's your turn, you simply roll your dice. Anything that is a 6, you get to re-roll and pull over a green. So I pull over a green dice and re-roll. The 4 comes over. The green dice also counts for this. So I get to pull over yet another one and re-roll those 2. And I get to do it again. And that would be the sets that I would get to work with. So you can see I've got 3 5s, a 3, 4s, and a 2. Now I could pair these up like I have now, where I'm doing 2 of a kinds and a single. Or you could even do your longer run, which would be 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And I could show their 4, which would get me through, like this gate here. That would get me through the number 4 area on that gate. So there's some different ways you can, there's 2 different ways you can play your dice out. And then you simply move up these spots or up these diamonds. You move forward, like if I had the 4 here, I could go 1 over 2, 3, and 4, and that would get me right up to that gate. I probably wouldn't want to go to this one because I wouldn't be able to get through it. So, but if I'd been over here, I could then use my 2 of a kind, and I could go right up into here, and I would be stuck because I need another 2 of a kind, and I'm not able to get through that gate. So that would be simply how a turn works. Very, very nice, actually elegant, and the cards work really great. I really enjoy it, but more of that in the review. I didn't know quite what I was getting when I got Dicey Curves, and I was very pleasantly surprised. There's a fun game here. Bo, what do you think? Do you like the race cars? All right. And I got to tell you, I like the whole idea of you rolling the dice, and when you get 6s, you get to add over a red dice. You get to add a red dice into it. And I like the fact that the chips let you break the rules in certain ways. That's always fun. I didn't cover all the different ways that these chips can be used, but basically they allow you to move dice or play dice in different orders and things like that. I really like Dicey Curves. Very fun racing game. Nice little fun, fast use of the cards and the race cars and the dice. All right, Bo, we're out of here. You want to say bye?
Bye.
All right. Wow, see you later. You're getting kisses blown to you. I won't do that. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Let's go see the review.
All right.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.